Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to our grammar class. Today, let us study lesson 11, the tense. Page number 52. Grammar way, lesson 11, the tense. So, in this chapter, we are going to learn about the tense of the verb, that is, the time of the action. Okay, the tense of the verb tells us whether the action took place in the past, is taking place now in the present, or will take place in the future. So that is called tense. So what is a tense? Tense is the time of an action. Tense is the time of an action. In Malayalam it is called കാലം. ഒരു ആക്ഷൻ, ഒരു പ്രവൃത്തി നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യാനെടുക്കുന്ന സമയം. അത് പ്രസൻ്റ് ആകാം, പാസ്റ്റ് ആകാം, ഫ്യൂച്ചർ ആകാം. So the tense of the verb tells us whether the action took place in the past or is taking place now in the present or will take place in the future. ഒരു ആക്ഷൻ എപ്പോൾ വേണമെങ്കിലും നടക്കാം. പാസ്റ്റിലാകാം, പ്രസൻറ്റിലാകാം, ഫ്യൂച്ചറിലാകാം. Okay. So what is a tense? Tense is the time of an action. Okay. So tenses are words that are used to refer the time of an action. So we have, in English, we have three main tenses. What are they? Present tense, past tense and future tense. So we have three main tenses in English. They are present tense, past tense and future tense. And we have four subdivisions of each of these three main tenses have four subdivisions. What are they? Simple, continuous, perfect, perfect, continuous. So we have three main tenses and four subdivisions. So total 3 into 4, 12 tense forms of a verb. A verb has 12 tense forms in English. ഒരു വേർബിന് നമുക്ക് 12 tense forms ഉണ്ട് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിൽ. Okay. No. So here 12 tense forms, names. What? Simple present, present continuous, present perfect, present perfect continuous. Then past tense, simple past, past continuous, past perfect, past perfect continuous. And future tense, simple future, future continuous, future perfect, future perfect continuous. So these are 12 tense forms, tenses. 12 tenses in English. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. And simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. So 12 tenses in English. So study these 12 names of 12 tenses. Okay. Then each of these 12 tenses has its own what tense forms. Each of these 12 tenses has its own form that we will study later. Okay. Now before we begin these tenses, we have to study what auxiliary verbs that we have already studied, I think. Auxiliary verbs, which are those auxiliary verbs we studied in the last class, or be forms, perfect forms, do forms, etc. Okay. So here in this lesson we are going to study be forms and perfect forms. Okay. So be forms auxiliary verbs എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ am, is, are for present tense. If the sentence is in present tense, we can use any of these three auxiliary verbs. Then was, were. So these are called be forms auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are, was, were. And we use am with I. Then with singular singular subjects, singular nouns and pronouns, we use what? Is. And with plural we use plural subject, plural nouns and plural pronouns, what we use are. Then with you we use are. Okay. So all these we studied. Then what was, where. Was singular, where plural. With singular subjects and singular pronouns we use was. With plural subjects, plural nouns and plural pronouns we use where. Okay, so the was, where for past tense, is are for present tense. So read these sentences and note the highlighted verbs. So here these verbs are highlighted. I am fond of writing poems. So I am. Am is highlighted there. So here are highlighted. Here is highlighted. Here was highlighted. Here where. Then what will. Then being, been, has been. So all these are different forms of be forms different forms. Okay, now fill in the blanks with is, are, was or were to complete these sentences. Okay, an exercise is given in page number 52. That is fill in the blanks using be forms. Be forms എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ is, are, was, were. Okay, I dash very happy. So if the sentence is in present tense, first you have to identify the tense of the sentence. Then according to that you have to select auxiliary verb. If it is present tense, we can use is, are. If it is past tense, the sentence is in past tense, we can use what was or were. So I dash very happy because my friends dash in town. So I am very happy because my friends are in town. Then കാണാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. So Linda dash cheerful by nature. Linda is cheerful by nature. The mother bird is in the nest to feed her chicks. Then they dash in the stadium now waiting for the match to begin. They are present tense. Okay, then I dash in the kitchen now busy cooking dinner. I am. Okay, then dash you ever in South America. So were you. Okay, were you ever. Sentence is in past tense. So were you ever in South America. South അമേരിക്കയിൽ എപ്പോഴെങ്കിലും പോയിട്ടുണ്ടോ. So that happened in the past. So where we use where. Then some teachers dash not in school. Some teachers are not in school. Then there dash no buses on the streets on Sundays as it was raining heavily. So sentence is in past tense. So there were. Okay, there were no buses on the street. Now use of perfect auxiliaries, perfect forms. What has, have and had. Has, have, had. Has singular. Okay, have plural. Had past. Has and have present tense. Had past. Then with I we use have. I and you we use have. Okay, if the sentence is in present tense, with I we use, I and you we use have. Okay, now read these sentences and note the highlighted verbs. Beena has a new car. They have a cat as a pet. We had a happy childhood. So all the highlighted verbs are different forms of the verb have. This table shows the different forms of the verb have. So we have already mentioned what I, you, we, they we use have for present tense and had for past tense. Then he, she, it we use has. Past tense same form, whatever it is, that is singular or plural, we use had only. Then we use the verb have as a main verb also. We can use, sometimes we can use these have form as main verb. I have breakfast every morning. I have, here have is used as a main verb. Vinitha has a friend. Has, it is used as a main verb. So sometimes we can use what have as a main verb also. Then we sometimes use have as an auxiliary verb. Sometimes auxiliary verb, helping verb, and sometimes as main verb. So auxiliary verbs are used to help main verb. Auxiliaries otherwise called helping verb. Okay. Now exercise, fill in the blanks with have, has or had. One has been done for you. All the friends dash an enjoyable time at the party yesterday. Yesterday past, so we use had. Then dash, he ever been to Australia. So had. Okay, had. You dash cut yourself, be more careful, you have cut yourself. Okay, then Rita dash an angelic smile, Rita has. So main verb. I dash younger sister named, I have here. Then Susie dash a cup of hot chocolate before going to school this morning. So past tense. So had. Okay. Then father dash a red car last year. Had. Past tense. Then he dash a new bicycle and takes good care of it. He has. Okay. Then use of will, shall. So auxiliary future tense, we have to use future auxiliaries. Future auxiliaries എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ will, shall, can, may. ഇപ്പം നിങ്ങൾക്ക് വില്ലും ഷാലുവേ കൊടുത്തിട്ടുള്ളൂ ഇവിടെ. സോ will and shall, let us study will and shall. That is, I read these sentences and note how the verbs will and shall are used. I shall help you to carry these books. We shall go for a walk in the evening. You shall not disobey your parents. Then the player will try this. So with I, we, you, we can use what? Shall. He, she, singular subjects etc. we can use it etc. we can use will. ചിലപ്പോൾ ഇത് മാറിയും വരാം. ഓക്കെ, സോ I, we and you, we use shall. He, she, it, we use will. Then shall is used to indicate, shall is used with the first person. First, and then it is also used the second person. First person means I, we and first person. Personal pronouns, I think you have studied in the last year. Pronouns, personal pronouns. I, we, first person. You, second person. So with first person and second person we can use shall. അതാണ് ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. ഷാൽ ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് വിത്ത് ദി ഫസ്റ്റ് പേഴ്സൺ. ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഓൾസോ യൂസ്ഡ് വിത്ത് ദ സെക്കൻഡ് ആൻഡ് തേർഡ് പേഴ്സൺ എക്സ്പ്രസ് എ കമാൻഡ്. സോ ദീസ് ആർ യൂസ്ഡ് ടു എക്സ്പ്രസ് കമാൻഡ്സ്. മോഡൽ ഓക്സിലറി. സോ ഷാൽ ഈസ് യൂസ്ഡ് ടു ഇൻഡിക്കേറ്റ് പ്രോമിസ് ആൻഡ് ഓബ്ലിഗേഷൻ, വൈൽ വിൽ ഷോ ഡിറ്റർമിനേഷൻ, പ്രോമിസ് ആൻഡ് കസ്റ്റമറി ആക്ഷൻ. സോ യൂസേജ് ഓഫ് ഷാൽ. ഷാൽ, we use shall to indicate promise and obligations. Obligations means our duties, kadama, obligations, promise and obligations, while will shows determination, our decisions, promises, customary actions etc. Okay, use of shall and will. Then fill in the blanks with will or shall. One has been done for you. Soldiers shall be rewarded for their bravery. Okay, then the Henry dash be kept back after school if he does not complete his work. Henry will be. Okay, Henry will be. Uncle Mike will arrive on Monday. The birds will migrate. Then you shall do well. Then will you go to the store with me? Then he will solve the riddle in time. The travelers will set out. The travelers will set out. Okay. So I have attached this answer key here. Okay, so make use of this answer key for completing the exercises. Don't make any mistakes while writing. If you have any doubt, you can inform me. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.